Backpack or Hip Pack? When I started mountain biking with my brother, in order to carry the things that we needed, we used backpacks. Since we started, for 4 consecutive years, I continued to use backpacks. I would use a backpack just for carrying gear. This has a lot of pockets. Works really good. I had this huge backpack for carrying tools. I even put a chainsaw in this to do trail maintenance. Big backpack, very convenient, but it's kind of big. Very big and very bulky. On long rides and in races, I would carry my hydration backpack, right? Has a little spot for the hydration bag. Another backpack. Had some pockets. This actually used to have some more pockets out here, but it was starting to wear off, so I just cut it off and made it look nicer. I carried the hydration pack because for me, while I was racing or riding single track, it was a lot easier just to get that in my mouth and drink rather than reaching down for bottles and trying to drink like this. It just didn't work for me as a beginner. My whole life revolved around backpacks. And whose doesn't? When you start off in school, you have a backpack. Remember back to when you were in elementary school, you had a backpack. I even have my backpack still from high school and college. It's a Nike. It's still in good shape. And now I use this to carry all my GoPro equipment. I even have a backpack for the dog. Put the dog in here. If you haven't seen the review, check out the previous video. It's on that pack for the dog. It wasn't until I was riding in Arkansas in the spring of 2019 when I noticed these guys that were in front of me. I was doing a ride with them. They were wearing these hip packs. I was like, what are these hip packs all about? I actually got to talking with them. We had a good conversation about the hip pack. The guy that was in front of me when we stopped opened his and showed me how much stuff he could fit in it, and I was actually really surprised. And it got me thinking. As soon as I got home, I went on Amazon, did some research, I found one, and I ordered it. This is what I got. This is the Ashy Industries hip pack. It's bigger than you think it is, and you can use it for running, hiking, snowshoeing, biking, skiing, whatever. It's very versatile. I used this pack for 7 months straight on almost every ride. You can see it's dirty. I'll show you the new pack in a second and compare how this is dirty colored instead of the gray silver color that it was. But after 7 months, this finally did get a little hole, and I would put at least 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds of stuff in this. So there's a hole right here. And I contacted the company, and it was 7 months. And they said, you know what, we'll just send you a new one. We're sorry about that. So I got a brand new one for free. This was about $20, $20 hip pack. Most packs like this are $100. So for $20, this to me was quite a steal. I could buy a new pack every year for 5 years and then spend the amount on one of the other packs. And if one of these packs happened to last for 2 years, I'm good to go. Let's look inside and see what this pack has to offer. The pack adjusts on the belt in multiple spots so that you can be comfortable whether you're 50 pounds or 300 pounds. Right here is one of the spots, right? You can make it bigger or smaller there. And you also have this little tab closer to the pack where you can cinch this down, and that brings the pack and makes it smaller. If you don't load the pack all the way, there are these straps on the bottom that allow you to cinch the pack tight, just like that, so that if you do have stuff in here, it can keep this pack tight so stuff's not flying all around in the inside of your bag. The pack clips nicely, very secure, and I've never had an issue with this. On the front of the pack, there are 2 pouches, and both can be loaded up with quite a bit of stuff. Looking on the inside, there are also different compartments to put different things in, and there's also another zipper enclosure inside that you can put stuff in and zip in there. On the back of the pack, there's another sneaky little compartment, and this is where I put my phone. And I like to put my phone in here so that I don't have to get into this big part of the pack and stuff falls out. So I can keep this closed, and when I need it, I just swivel the pack around to the front and pull my phone out, take a picture, look at the phone, whatever, put it back in, zip it up, and then just swivel the pack to the back again. And that's the other big bonus about having one of these. With a backpack, you have to take the backpack all the way off to get into it. With this hip pack, you just swivel it around to the front, get what you need out of it while the pack stays on, and then you swivel it back. I love the pack, and I'm not going back. New pack they sent, old pack. Let's go through the new pack so you can see everything that I keep in here. As you can see, pretty wide, pretty full. These straps really don't need to be cinched right now because I have this thing loaded. This is the cell phone spot. I'll show you. Fits in there really nice, right? Cell phone. So my cell phone's always in that pocket like I just mentioned. In this pocket, CO2 inflator with 2 extra CO2s in there, 2 tire levers, and cement patch kit. I think that's all I have in there. Actually, I have 3 CO2s in there. The other pouch has my sealant, just in case, with my hypodermic needle. My needle, right? This is for filling through the valve stem in case you're out on a ride and you need to seal a hole and your sealant runs out. I can pump some of that in there and then I'm good to go. There's a lot more room in this one. I just keep these in there. Put a few more things in there. There's quite a bit of room over here on the side of that pocket right here. Into the big part. There's still a lot of room in here. I could put a bunch more stuff in here, but I'm not going to. I carry some extra tissue just in case. Oh boy, here we go. Fix a flat for a bike, extra tube, pump. In case you run out of CO2s, it's still good to have a pump, and that works on both valves. If you know me, I've had issues, so I carry an extra pedal just in case. It's always good to have some extra nutrition on hand. So we've got nutrition in here. Zip ties are good to have as a medicine, just in case. Can't leave home without that, I might die. You never know when you need to lube up your butt, so I've got some butt butter. Also have the tire pressure gauge. It's actually quite heavy. Oh, money, cash, bacon strips with the tire plug tool, chain lube, a saw, hand saw. I don't know if you know what this is, but it's got handles on either end, and then you just work it back like this. Cuts right through big trees, logs, whatever you need. It's kind of handy. A multi-tool, who doesn't need a multi-tool? I also have a tick key affixed in here so I don't lose it. This is important. You don't want ticks to stay on you. Got some extra links, tire patch kit. Oh hey look, some more links. Tire boot, an advanced tire patch kit, valve cord remover, extra screw. You never know when you'll need a bolt or a screw. And that's about it. There are other times where I'll carry an Ensure in there if I'm going on a long ride. I'll put more food in there. I'll have some Cliff Bars instead of just the gels. So it just depends on what you need. But this is ultra convenient. I now prefer a hip pack over a backpack in almost any circumstance. The convenience of being able to get at everything while keeping it on is such a bonus. Let us know in the comments below about your amazing hip pack and how it works for you. I'll have a link in the description to this hip pack if you like it, as well as one other option or maybe 2 other options that have water bottle spots. If you like bikes and hip packs, help support the channel and grab some bike stickers. I put them on my vehicles. Stay tuned for the next video, so be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out on anything exciting. Watch another epic video just by clicking on it. Thanks for watching.
I can't get this backpack off now. This is hilarious. Get it. Get it. Hey, buddy. What are you doing?